Venus and Stitch's Shimmering Dream Journey. Once upon a time, there was a little girl who loved to look at the brightest stars in the sky. Her name was Venus. Her room was filled with glowing star stickers on the walls and ceiling. Every night when the lights went out, those tiny stars would softly shine, turning her room into a magical night sky. But Venus was never alone. Her closest friend was her soft blue plush toy, Stitchy. Stitchy had big floppy ears, tiny black eyes, and a gentle smile that never faded. Venus loved Stitchy so much that she took him everywhere she went. That night, Venus lay in her bed, wrapped in her blanket. Moonlight slipped through the window and spread across the floor like silver dust. She hugged Stitchy tightly. "Stitchy," she whispered, "do you think the stars can really talk to us?" Of course, Stitchy was just a plush toy, but in her heart, Venus always felt like he could answer. And in that quiet moment, a soft voice seemed to echo gently inside her. "If you listen closely, everything can speak." Venus's eyes slowly grew heavy, but that night, her sleep would not be an ordinary one. As Venus closed her eyes, a faint light appeared in the middle of her room. When she opened them again, she sat up in surprise. The light was growing, slowly forming into a doorway. It looked like it was made of stardust, with tiny glowing particles dancing across its surface. "Stitchy, do you see that?" she whispered. And then, Stitchy moved. The little plush toy slipped from her arms and gently sat up on the bed. His big ears twitched slightly, and he blinked. "Of course I see it," he said with a cheerful voice. "That's a dream door." Venus gasped. "You can talk?" Stitchy smiled. "Only at the right time." The glowing door slowly opened, and a warm, comforting light poured out. "Are you ready?" Stitchy asked. Venus paused for a moment, then nodded. "I'm ready." As they stepped through the door, they found themselves in a soft grassy forest. But this was no ordinary forest. The leaves on the trees glowed gently, the flowers hummed quiet melodies, and the sky, it shimmered in waves of purple and gold. "Where are we?" Venus asked in awe. "This is the dream forest," Stitchy said. "Here, everything is as kind as your heart." Just then, a tiny glowing light floated toward them. "Welcome," said a soft, gentle voice. It was a small light fairy named Luma. Her body sparkled like a star, casting a warm glow all around. "Venus, we've been waiting for you," Luma said. "For me?" Venus asked, surprised. "Yes," Luma smiled. "Because tonight, you are going on a very special journey." Luma guided them deeper into the forest. Soon, they arrived at a perfectly still lake. Its surface was so calm, it looked like it was holding the sky inside it. "This is the sleeping lake," Luma said. "Anyone who looks into it sees their most peaceful memories." Venus leaned closer. At first, she saw her reflection, but then the image began to change. She saw herself laughing with her mother, riding on her father's shoulders. And the moment she first hugged Stitchy, her heart filled with warmth. "This is so beautiful," she whispered. Stitchy stood beside her. "Peace is the strongest kind of magic," he said. They continued their journey and reached a gentle hill where soft winds were flowing. But these winds were different. They carried whispers. "Listen," Stitchy said softly. Venus closed her eyes. The wind gently spoke. "You are loved. You are safe. Everything is okay." Venus took a deep breath. A calm feeling spread inside her. "Who are they?" she asked. "They are the reminders of the wind," Luma said. "Sometimes people forget them." Just as they were about to leave, something moved in the sky. A small star trembled and began to fall. "A star is falling," Venus said. "No," Luma said softly. "It's getting lost." When the star reached the ground, it was no longer shining. It had become a faint, dim light. Venus gently knelt beside it. "What happened to you?" she asked. The star spoke in a weak voice. "I lost my light. No one sees me anymore." Venus felt her heart ache. Stitchy looked at her. "You know what to do." Venus thought for a moment. Then she carefully held the little star in her hands. "I see you," she said softly. "And you are beautiful." The star flickered. "Really?" "Yes," Venus said gently. "Your light is still here." Stitchy stepped closer. Sometimes, light lives inside someone else's heart. Luma glowed brighter. Together, they surrounded the star with warmth. Slowly, very slowly, the star began to shine again. First softly, then brighter and brighter, until it glowed more than ever before. The star rose happily into the sky, returning to its place among the others. The sky slowly began to change, glowing with the first light of morning. "It's time to go," Luma said gently. Venus felt a little sad. "Can I come back?" Luma smiled. "Every night, as long as your heart is open." The dream door appeared once again. Venus looked at Stitchy. Was this real? Stitchy winked. The most beautiful things always feel a little like dreams. When Venus opened her eyes, she was back in her bed. Soft sunlight filled her room. Stitchy was in her arms again. Quiet, still, just a plush toy. But Venus smiled. Because something had changed. There was a gentle calm inside her. And she could still hear it. "You are loved. You are safe. Everything is okay." She hugged Stitchy tightly. "I'm so glad you're here," she whispered. And Stitchy, though he didn't move, felt just a little warmer. From that day on, Venus looked at the stars every night. And whenever she saw one shining, she smiled. Because now she knew, even the smallest light can brighten a heart. And sometimes, a little plush toy can take you to the most beautiful dreams.